Hello students, hope you all are well. Let us start our next video. Next video on the basis of 12th accounts, that is elements of accounts part 2. The previous video I already told you the theoretical part of this chapter, and also I explained the weightage, total weightage according to your board paper styles. Once again I want to tell you the total weightage of this chapter. This chapter you will get total 10 marks. Out of these 10 marks, one long practical sums like that chapter 5 and chapter 6. Chapter 5 and chapter 6, how you got that 8 marks, one long questions, practical sums. Here also you will get like that. All three will come in under one section. And apart from that, one question from MCQ and one question from section B, that is 1 or 2 lines questions answer. So total 10 marks questions you will get. So for that you have to go through to get the marks from the MCQ as well as the section B. You have to go through the theoretical part, and to know the practical side also you have to know the theoretical part. So the previous video I told you, I explained in details about the theoretical part, which will help you to do the MCQ as well as the section B, and also it will help you the practical sums also. Today slowly we will go to the practical sides. Before going to the practical sides, I want to tell you this chapter is totally based on the journal entries. Almost all the students, they know the journal entries, but that very easy chapter it is there. Everyone can get the 8 out of 8 marks. Only you have to know the how to pass the journal entries in different situations. This chapter will tell you how company is issuing the share in the market, or the meaning is there how company is collecting the money from the shareholder by issuing the share. How company is gathering the capital to run the business from the public or the shareholder, those who are scattered here and there all over the world or all over the India. Main thing is there that one sentence you keep in mind, how company will collect the money from the shareholder by issuing the share. All of you know, I already told previous videos, the two types of shares are there. One is the equity shares and one is the preference shares. This already you have learned from the previous standard, 11th standard, from the OC as well as the accountancy also. This also will help you. Now let me start the practical sides slowly one by one. This is not a complete practical sums. This is a part of that primary stage of the practical sum. After that, when I will start the practical from illustration as well as the exercise, these are the things it will help you. You have to know that just now I told you how many shares are there. I told you there are two types of shares are there. The company can issue either the equity shares or the preference shares. But you have not learned from the 11th standard the types of shares, capital. Types of share capital, not share. Types of shares are two, that is equity shares and preference shares. This is I am telling you types of shares capital. Why I am starting the 12th accounts part 2. Once again I will tell you the chapter 1 accounting for share capital practical part. Types of share capital. This chapter you are going to learn how company is collecting the money from the different shareholder by issuing the share or to gather the share capital. It is already known to you that in case of a large scale organization or the joint stock company, the huge amount of capital is required to start the business. This much huge amount of capital, share capital or capital, this much huge amount of capital, it is not possible by any 1 or 2 or more than 3 or 4 persons to invest this money. This much money only it is possible if company can issue the share. What is the meaning of issuing the share? Company will give a certificate to you. You will give the money according to the number of share how many you want to buy or you want to purchase. And when you will pay this money, you will be considered as a shareholder of this company. And company will collect this money from the different shareholders, those who are interested to buy the share. After collecting this money will be the huge amount of money where the large organization or a joint stock company can start. So now question is there, what is the classifications of the share? This is called the types of shares capital, types of share capital or the classifications of the share capital. Just now I told you that company will give the certificate and company will collect the money, that is called the share capital or share money. But this capital are so many names are there. There are the classifications of different types of capitals are there. Number one is called authorized capital, which another name is called nominal capital, or it is also called the registered capital. It may come in the MCQ. Authorized capital, nominal capital, or the registered capital. So first of all, you have to know what is called the authorized capital, what is called the registered capital, what is called the nominal capital. Actually, before issuing the share to that public, company has to get the permission from the government. After submitting all the documents that company wants to start this type of business in details and how much money approximate is required. That much money it will be divided into number of shares as well as the face value of the share. Face value means the price of each share is called the face value. These many details company has to give the applications to the government, and after that government will inquire and government will give the permissions. That permissions when they will get from this government, that time this capital will be called the authorized capital. As for example, if I want to say you that authorized capital, it is there, suppose that 1 lakh shares into 100. That means 1 lakh shares into 100, how many come? 3 plus 2, 5, 6, 7. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is 1 crore. That means you see that this is called number of shares. This is called face value of shares. This is called total capital. That means company got the permissions that number of shares will be 1 lakh multiplied by the face value is coming 1 crore. This is called actually capital. This is called face value. This is called number of shares. So how many shares company will issue? 1 lakh. Company got the permission. Company wants 1 crore. That 1 crore, it is divided that number of shares should be 1 lakh and face value, which is called the face value meaning is price of the share. Each share, individual share, price of the each share is called face value, which is 100. So company wants to get that, to get 1 crore, company has to issue that 1 lakh shares to the public at the share price is 100. This is called the authorized capital or nominal capital or registered capital, which you got the permission from the government to issue this many number of shares to the public to gather this money of 1 crore. Now company will accept or not accept, public will accept or not accept, that is coming afterwards. That will tell you afterwards. But question is there, you are not supposed to change anything which you got the permission from the government. Suppose if you want to change that 1,10,000 shares of 150, that you cannot do because you have not got the permissions. Maximum permissions you got this is. So this is your maximum limit, which is called your authorized capital or nominal capital. Sometimes in MCQ or in section B, that questions will come, explain the meaning of authorized capital. The capital which the company got the permission from the government to issue the public. maximum limit is called. There you can neither you can change the number of shares nor you can change the face value. If you are not able to change out of this to any one, automatically this also cannot be changed. This is called maximum limit. Next is coming issued capital. Now you have to know what does it mean, the word of issued capital. Suppose it is known to you that you got the permissions of 1 lakh shares at the rate of rupees 100 each. Now it is already known to you, when I will get the permission from the government, that time I will claim little more, because sometimes government is not accepting. You know that one, that to start the business 1 crore is not required for me, but you got the permission from the government, and you can take decision that out of this 1 crore, suppose 70 lakh I will issue now and 30 lakhs I will issue afterwards. That you can do. But question is there, you cannot cross this more than that. You cannot cross the limit. Now you thought that out of this 1 lakh shares of rupees 100 each, now this many number of shares I will not issue now. That 90,000 shares if I issue, that will be enough for me at present. So either you can issue the less than that or same number of shares. It's called issued capital. Suppose I have given the example that issued capital, you have decided that 90,000 shares of rupees 100 each. So it comes 90 lakhs. It can be 1 lakh into 100 also. So now we want to issue that 90,000 shares of rupees 100 each. So what is the 10,000 shares? That it is kept with you, permissions letter it is there. At any time you can, second time you can issue that 10,000 shares of rupees 100 each. You understand? Number of shares you have reduced, but the face value you have not changed. So 10,000 shares you got the permissions and later you kept it with you. At any time, second time when you will think that it is required, or if it is required then you will issue. If it is not required, the permission it is with you. So this issued capital, it may be less than that, but it will not be more than that. Either it will be less than that or equal to that. It's called issued capital. Next is coming subscribed capital. What does it mean, the word of subscribed? Subscribed मतलब होता है those who are ready to accept or ready to buy your share. You have given permissions. You got the permission from the government that you will be able to issue that 1 lakh shares of rupees 100 each, and out of that 90,000 into 100 you want to issue. That you have given that you have published in the paper. You have given the advertisement in the paper. You have put the hoarding. You have given the advertisement in the TV channel or anywhere, however you want to give. But question is that, do you think that all this public they are ready to buy your share? No. If it is a new company, that public they do not know about your company, then they will not keep faith on you whether you will give the perfect return or not. If it is a known company like the Tata, Birla, Goenka, Motherson, Reliance, if that type of company's advertisements comes, everyone will be ready to buy because they know about the Reliance, they know about the Tata, they know about the Goenka, Motherson. But if it is a new company like that ABC and company, who is the public, they do not know where is the ABC company, where it is situated, and what type of product they are going to produce. That time the company will have some doubt whether the public will accept this share or not. Now company wants to issue 90,000 shares of rupees 100 each, and company has given the advertisement in the paper. And company has given the time for 1 month. Suppose company told within the 1 month, those who are interested to buy, please send me the applications. Next procedure I will tell you afterward. Applications का 7 application money देना है. But company has given the advertisement in the paper. Those who are interested to buy, please send the applications within the month. Now question is there, the applications which you are started getting, that may be more than 90,000 or maybe less than 90,000. If company is having the reputations in the market, then applications may come more than 90,000. If applications is coming more than 90,000, I become the shareholder, I don't know the other shareholder, they apply for how many numbers of shares. When month will over, when the last date will come, that time company will calculate that how many applications came or how many number of shares applications came. It may be more than 90,000 or it may be less than 90,000. If company is having the reputations in the market, it will be more than 90,000. If company is not having the reputations in the market, it will be less than 90,000. Now there are two types is coming. Either company or either public can subscribe. Public is ready to buy. It's called subscribe. Public can subscribe more than 90,000 or less than 90,000. If it is more than 90,000, suppose company got that 1,10,000 applications. Now company has the right to cancel that 20,000 shares because it is given in the paper. Company will issue only maximum 90,000. And only 90,000 shares company will accept. Excess 20,000 shares company cannot accept it. Company has to give the money back and company has to cancel their application. Now company will take decision that whose application will be accepted and whose applications will be cancelled or rejected. So subscribe capital, it may be same. If it is more than it is coming, it will be same like the 90,000 into 100. Suppose 1,10,000 if it is coming, 20,000 will be cancelled. So subscribe capital will be 90,000 into 100 is equal to 90 lakhs. That is if it is more than that. But if it is less than that, suppose the company is not getting enough applications from the public, as company is not having the reputations in the market. Suppose company got that 80,000 applications out of 90. Now what will do? Company cannot force to anybody that you have to buy my share. Company after a month, company calculated and company counted and company got total 90,000 applications. When company got the 90,000 applications, then 90,000 applications only company has to accept. 10,000 company cannot force to anybody that you have to buy my share. So I am taking the second option, that company is getting number of shares is less than the issue shares. Suppose it is 80,000 into 100, which is coming 80 lakhs. With this 80 lakhs, company has to run the business. If it is coming less than that. If it is more than that, then 90,000 into 100. Clear to you? Next is coming the unsubscribed capital. Unsubscribed capital means which is not subscribed, which is not accepted by the public. Company wanted to issue 90,000, but public are not ready to buy. You cannot force. Company cannot force to anybody that you have to buy my share. So unsubscribed capital is coming 10,000 into 100, which is coming 10. Next is coming called up capital. Call. You have to know the meaning of call. Called means here so many times when I teach the practical questions either from the illustration as well as from the exercise, that time several times I use the word call. Here the word called means that their company is calling or telling to the public or the shareholder to pay the money. The meaning of call is, the calling meaning is that company will give the information or company will send the notice to the shareholder that this is the time to pay the money. How much money public has to pay? Each share 100 rupees. एक share का 100 रुपया. This 100 rupees company will not collect at a time. The system is there. Slowly I will go to in another video. This 100 rupees company will not collect at a time. Company will collect this 100 rupees in installment system. So if there are 4 installment are there, the first installment you have to pay with the application, Second installment, when time will come to pay, company will inform to you that this is the time came, you pay the second installment, that time you have to pay the second installment, how much second installment will come, that everything it will be published in the paper in details. After few months, company will inform to you, you pay the third installment, that time you have to pay the third, after that fourth. When you will complete the all, that time you will get the certificate. Now question is there, called up capital means these 100 rupees, suppose you have taken decision that I will not tell to public to call all 100 rupees at present. I told that each share cost is 100 rupees. But at present, if you think that if you tell to public to pay 100 rupees, it will be burden for the shareholder, that time you can call, suppose 60 rupees now, 40 rupees afterwards, or 70 rupees now, 30 rupees afterwards, or 80 rupees now, 20 rupees afterwards, or 90 rupees now, 10 rupees afterwards, or if you think it is not at all burden for them, you can call all the money at a time. So as I have written it here, so that you can understand. So what I have taken decision that one. This is actually not from there, here, it will come from here, because this is the unsubscribed capital, it will come from here, subscribed capital, it will come from here. Suppose out of this 100, this can be reduced now. Before that it was reduced. This 1 lakh became 90, 90 became 80. Now called up capital, instead of calling 100 rupees, calling 100 rupees means instead of telling to the public to pay 100 rupees, now you pay 80 rupees. Now afterwards I will tell you to pay the another one time, or 70 rupees. Suppose you have taken decision that one, that you will tell to pay 80,000 shares of rupees 70 each now. 70 rupees you are telling to pay, you will give the time, 30 rupees you will tell that you will pay afterwards. So it comes how much? 56. Yeah. Is not it? 80 into 70. That means you can call 80 into 100 also, you can call 80 into 90, you can call 80 into 70 or whatever it is. But you had taken, you means company has taken decision that I will not call all this money at a time, it will be burden for that one. So you have given some relaxations. This is called call up capital. So whatever the remaining 30 you will call, but afterwards. It's called uncalled up capital. That is called 80,000 into 30. 80,000 into 30 means how much? 24. Is that it? This is uncalled up. Now you did not call, but you will call afterwards. This is called uncalled up. Next is coming paid up capital. Paid up capital now can you tell me at present how many shareholder will pay the money, how much to you? This is 80,000 शेयर का पास 70 रुपीज करके आपको 56 lakhs कलेक्ट करना है at present. This you are not collecting now. This will collect not afterwards. Correct? So 80,000 शेयर का 70 रुपीज करके 56 lakhs you have to collect. And this 70 rupees also you will not collect at a time. Installment system. Suppose 4 installment are there. So 20 rupees, 20 rupees, 20 rupees and 10 rupees. Suppose 20 plus 20 plus 20, 60 plus 10 is equal to 70. Suppose it may happen, sometime it may happen when you told to the public to pay the money, that time some of the shareholder or some of the public, their financial condition became bad and that time they are not able to pay the money. That situation will come. It is not that everyone is fully strong, financially strong every time. When company told first installment with the applications you have paid, second installment when company told that time also you paid, third installment when company told that time you are not having the money. Some of the things happens at your home due to that your financial condition became weak and you are not able to pay the money. Paid up मतलब होता है how much company were able to collect the money or company could collect the money or how much money the public paid. Company told to pay. It is not that whenever company is telling to pay, immediately public will pay. Sometimes it may happen that company told to pay the money, but in time public are not able to pay the money. So here paid up capital means how much company collected the money from the public. Follow? How many shareholders they paid their money in time is called paid up capital. Do you understand? Its meaning is that now we have to collect 80,000 into 70. Suppose out of this 80,000 into 70, that 70,000 shareholder 70 rupees करके पेमेंट दे दिया. 70,000 shares 70 rupees करके पेमेंट दे दिया और 10,000 shares they paid up to 60 rupees. Last installment they did not pay. Suppose this 70 rupees is like that 20 plus 20 plus 20 plus 10 is equal to 70. Now we have to collect from this 80,000 shares holder, you have to collect 70 rupees in 4 installments. 20 plus 20 plus 20 plus 10. First installment, second installment, third installment and fourth installment. First installment they will pay when they will send the application. Second when company will say. Third when company will say. Fourth when company will say. Suppose first installment everyone paid, second also everyone paid, third also everyone paid, but fourth one out of this 80,000 shares holder, out of this 80,000 shareholder, that 70,000 shareholder paid this money, or 10,000 shareholder did not pay. Whatever you think. So now company is telling that one out of this 80,000 shareholder, that 70,000 shareholder they paid the 70 rupees. So how much is coming? 49. Is not it? 49 lakhs. And who have not paid the money? How much they have not paid the money? Which is unpaid up. Unpaid up 10,000 shares. 10,000 shares. How much they did not pay? 10,000 shares. Last installment they did not pay. Is not it? Or you can tell it that 10,000 shares. Yes, so last installment did not pay. The 10,000 shares last installment did not pay. This is how much is coming? 10,000 into that is 3, 4, 5. This is 1 lakh. So here one second you look at this place. 70,000 shareholder 7 rupees करके पेमेंट दे दिया. This is 49 lakhs. और 10,000 शेयर्स 10 रुपीज करके नहीं दिया, तो 10,000 शेयर होल्डर 60 रुपीज करके तो पेमेंट दे दिया. That means here once again you will get it here that 10,000 shares also they paid the 60 rupees. Its meaning is 6 lakh. This is your paid up capital. This is your not paid up capital. Understand or not? How much you collected? You collected out of this 80,000 shares, 70,000 shares full amount they paid. 10,000 shares last installment they did not pay. Once again I want to explain this one so that to clear your doubt. This much money you have to collect from the public. 80,000 शेयर का पास 7 रुपीज करके कलेक्ट करना है. 20 plus 10 रुपीज करके. Out of this 80,000 share, 70,000 shareholder they paid the full amount. That is 49 lakhs. 10,000 shares they could not pay the last one. This is they did not pay. But 10,000 shares this 60 rupees they paid. So 10,000 shares 60 rupees they paid, and 10,000 shares 10 rupees not paid. Which is not paid, that is called unpaid up capital. Which is paid. मतलब paid means paid by the public. Paid means here the word paid means paid by the public. So public paid this much money public matlab shareholder. Shareholder paid this much money, shareholder did not pay this money. It's called uncalled up capital. Now it's coming reserve capital. Reserve capital means sometimes it may happen that the unsubscribed capital, it is given it here in page number this what I am telling you, this is given in the page number according to your textbook, the page number 5. You will read it afterwards. Page number 5 on the top is given the types of share capital. You see that one, that authorized capital or the nominal or the registered capital, number 1, number 2 issued capital, number 3 subscribed capital, number 4 unsubscribed capital, which I wrote, it is not there in your book. So your book it is given only 5, 6, 7. 7 it is given, but I have explained this up to 9. Why? Because unsubscribed capital, this is also not given, and one more called up capital and uncalled up capital. This also, these two it was not explained in your book, which I added it so that you can understand in details. Next is coming the subscribed capital, called up capital, uncalled up capital, paid up capital. Uncalled up capital is paid, unpaid up capital is not given. Sorry, unpaid up capital is not given. This is unpaid up capital is not given. Yes, these two I added more, and last one is coming reserve capital. Sometimes it may happen that one, that how much capital company called that became enough to start the business, which is not called, that is not required at present. This much money, that is 80,000 into 30, that money company can convert it into the reserve capital. Company can keep it a separate way, it's called reserve capital. So which is uncalled up capital, that can be converted into the reserve capital. So I think you understood, and I told you so many times, these are the terms, these are the what are the meaning. You should know to do the practical sums. When you will do the practical sums, you will feel difficult if you do not understand the meaning of that. According to your book, textbook of page number 5, and that is type of share capital, I explained it. These are the things you will read it. And the last one, I am telling you, the reserve capital, when management of the company feels that the called up capital is sufficient for the business requirement of the company and no further capital is required in future, that uncalled up capital is converted into reserve capital by passing the special resolutions in the meeting of the shareholder called so reserve is known as the reserve capital. So by passing the meeting, the resolutions you have to pass it and then you have to convert it to the reserve capital. Students, once again you go through this video. If you do not understand in any place, you can tell me. I told you this is my own example. It is not the same like that. It may be changed also. To make you understand, I have changed the difference money amount so that you can understand like that. Next video, slowly I will start the practical sense. Okay? Bye. All the best.